Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session of Science 2, lesson number 8, Cell Biology and Biotechnology. Now we are going to discuss about commercial applications of biotechnology. Among them, first is crop biotechnology. Biotechnology is used in the agriculture field to improve yield and variety. So production also and quality also both have improved and increased. Quality has improved and production has increased because of crop biotechnology. Among them is hybrid seeds. The genes of two different crops are recombined to form hybrids of various crops. This is especially useful for fruits. Genetically modified crops. Crops developed with desired characters by integrating foreign gene with their with their genome are called as genetically modified crops. High yielding varieties with resistance to disease, alkalinity, weeds, and other stresses like cold and drought. So genetically modified crops can overcome all these problems and can grow. Then among them example is BT cotton, a gene which has been isolated from the bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis and integrated with the gene of cotton. Due to this, the toxin which is fatal for bollworm was produced in leaves and balls of cotton. If bollworm feeds on leaves, the toxin destroys its alimentary canal and the bollworm dies. BT brinjal. BT brinjal variety is developed by using a gene isolated from Bacillus thuringiensis. This improved variety of brinjal kills the pest in the same way as BT cotton dies. As BT cotton does. In BT cotton, we have seen that toxin destroys toxin. The bollworm feeds on the leaves, and the toxin destroys its alimentary canal. In case of BT cotton, same way it does into the BT brinjal. Now next is golden rice. A gene synthesizing the vitamin A, that is beta carotene, has been introduced in the variety of rice. As compared to normal variety, the variety which has been developed in 2005 contains 23 times more amount of beta carotene. Then herbicide tolerant plants. Weeds always affect the growth of main crop. If herbicides are used to destroy the weeds, it affects the main crop too. Due to this, herbicide tolerant plant varieties of crops are being developed. Due to this, it has become possible to selectively destroy the weeds. Then, next is biofertilizer. Due to use of biofertilizer instead of chemical fertilizer, nitrogen fixation and phosphate solubilization abilities of the plants are improved. Mainly the bacteria like Rhizobium, Azotobacter, Nostoc, Anabaena and plants like Azolla are used as biofertilizers. Now, what is the use of it? Generally, they are in the atmosphere, nitrogen is there, but plants does not have ability to convert this nitrogen into compounds of nitrogen which are useful for them. So, because of these bacteria, microbes, they can easily convert the atmospheric nitrogen into compounds of nitrogen and make it available for the plants. So, they are acting as a good biofertilizers. In the last year, we have studied the tissue culture. Genetic improvement in the plants has become possible due to tissue culture, and besides those characters inherited to next generation. Then, after crop biotechnology, now animal husbandry. Animal husbandry, name itself, we can understand taking care of the animals, especially the cattle. The two main methods of artificial insemination and embryo transfer are used in animal husbandry. It helps to improve both the quantity and quality of animal products. For example, milk, meat, wool, etc. Similarly, animals with more strength have been developed for hard work. The third one is human health. How biotechnology has helped in improving the human health. Diagnosis and treatment of the disease are two important aspects of human health. Human health management. Biotechnology helps identify the role of gene, if any, in disease of a person. Diagnosis of diabetes and heart disease has become possible even before the onset of symptoms with the help of biotechnology. Diagnosis of the disease like AIDS, dengue can be done within few minutes. Hence, treatment can be done with the earliest. Various medicines are useful for the treatment of diseases. For example, hormone insulin used in various treatment of diabetes. Earlier, insulin was collected from the pancreas of the horses and therefore it was very costly affair. However, nowadays due to biotechnology, insulin can be prepared with the help of the bacteria. For this purpose, human insulin gene have inserted into the genome of bacteria. Various vaccines and antibiotics are also produced in the same way. Vaccines and vaccination. Vaccine is the antigen containing material of acquire an either permanent or a temporary immunity against a specific pathogen or disease. Traditionally, vaccines were prepared with the help of pathogens. Completely or partially killed pathogens were used as vaccines. However, due to this, there were chances of contracting the disease in case of some persons. However, due to this, there were chances of contracting the disease in case of some persons. Hence, as an alternative, scientists tried to artificially produce vaccines with the help of biotechnology. For this purpose, scientists produced the antigen in laboratory with the help of gene isolated from the pathogen and used it as a vaccine. So they have removed that gene which is harmful, and therefore now it will not affect whether it is partially or fully killed. The organism pathogens are partially or fully killed and inserted. Then also it is not going to harm. In fact, it will create antibodies which will act against the pathogens. That is called as vaccination. Thus, safer vaccines are being produced. The protein which act as an antigen are injected in pure, and instead of injecting the killed or semi-killed pathogens, these proteins kept the persons away from the diseases by keeping the immune system active. Thus, injecting the antigens is the safest way in vaccination. Vaccines produced with the help of biotechnology are more thermostable and remain active for longer duration. For example, vaccines of polio and hepatitis. Edible vaccines. Name itself suggests which we can eat it. Work in production of edible vaccines is in progress, and presently potatoes are being produced with the help of biotechnology. Those potatoes are called as e-transgenic potatoes. These potatoes will act against bacteria like Vibrio cholera and Escherichia coli. Consumption of these raw potatoes generates immunity against cholera and a disease caused due to E. coli. What will happen if these potatoes are cooked for consumption? Then the ability to fight against this bacteria or virus will not be there, and therefore we have to eat this potato raw. But then practically it is not possible to consume the potato raw, so they are trying to find out the another solution for this. Then B, treatment. Biotechnology is useful for the production of hormones like insulin. Insulin is used to control the diabetes. Then somatotropin, this is a growth hormone. And blood clotting helps in the clotting of the blood. Does not allow the blood to flow if any injury is caused. Interferon, this is a group of small sized protein molecules used in the treatment of viral diseases. They are produced in blood. However, nowadays with the help of biotechnology, Transgenic E. coli are used for production of interferons. Now, what is transgenic? It is the addition of gene from the other type of plants or animals. Now, next is D. Gene therapy. Gene therapy to treat genetic disorders in somatic cells has become possible due to biotechnology. Now, apart from sex cells, all cells are called as somatic cells. For example, phenylketonuria (PKT) arises due to genetic changes in the hepatocytes, that is liver cells. It has become possible to treat it with the gene therapy. This method is called as somatic cell therapy. Somatic cell gene therapy. All the cells except sperms and ova in the body are called as somatic cells. Then, next is cloning. Production or replica of any cell or organ in the or entire organism is called as cloning. Reproductive cloning. A clone can be produced by the fusion of nucleus of somatic cell with the enucleated ovum of anybody. Thus, there is no need of sperm to reproduce the new organism. So, sperm is not at all essential. Only two things are required. One is nucleus of somatic cell and another is ovum. Sperm is not at all required for the process of cloning. Then therapeutic cloning. Stem cells are derived from the cell formed in a laboratory by the union of somatic cell nucleus with the help of nucleated egg cell. Various diseases can be treated with the help of these stem cells. Similar to cells, genes can also be cloned and millions of copies of same gene can be produced. Those can be used for gene therapy. And also for other purposes. Controlling the inheritance of hereditary disease, continuation of generations enhancing the specific tendency may become possible due to cloning technique. However, there is a worldwide opposition to human cloning on various tissues. So human cloning is banned in all the countries. It is against the law for the human cloning. Industrial products or white biotechnology. Various industrial chemicals can be produced through less expensive processes. Example, alcohol production from sugar, molasses with the help of transgenic yeast. Now, peeking into the history, a ship dolly was born in Scotland by cloning technique on the 5th July 1996. Nucleus from the udder cell of ship of Finn Dorset variety has been introduced into a enucleated ovum of the Scottish ship. Then the ovum was allowed to develop into the uterus of Scottish ship and thereby dolly had been born. It was showing the characters as per the chromosomes in the nucleus and any character of Scottish ship was not visible. Now we'll be discussing about environment and biotechnology. It has become possible to solve environmental related problems with the help of biotechnology. Microbial techniques are already used for the treatment of sewage and solid waste. Sewage is a rich organic matter. It can be used as a fertilizer also. We already know it. Sewage is rich organic matter. If such sewage is released in natural water bodies like rivers, the organic matter in it gets oxidized with the help of dissolved oxygen. Due to this, the level of dissolved oxygen in water decreases, adversely affecting the aquatic life. As a remedy on this, sewage should be released in the rivers only after oxidation with the help of microbial technique. So if oxidation is done, then they will not absorb the oxygen present inside the water and therefore aquatic plants and animals can be protected. Microbes are useful on large scale while production of compost by treatment in soil organic waste material. Bioremediation, biopesticides, biofertilizers, biosensors, etc. are some new concepts of biotechnological methods. The remaining part of this lesson we'll discuss it in the next video. Till then, have a great day.